Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Trevor and welcome to Minecraft. A Minecraft series, in fact. But this is going to be different. This is going to be creative. So I was messing around making single player worlds, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I just made a random world and it came up with this incredible seed, at least for the spawn. And so I took a screenshot of the seed and I am going to be using it for the actual series, or at least for this this segment of the series. So what I want to do is I want to do a build, it might take a couple episodes and then kind of just continue on from there. So we'll just do builds in kind of segments because I don't think I can build fast enough to do it in one video. And I don't want to cut these up too much. So this is the seed here. I'm going to call it, what we're going to be doing is like minimal modern. Yeah, we'll just call it minimal modern. And I think we'll go ahead and create that world. So this biome is cool. It's I should preface this by saying I haven't played Minecraft in a while, so I'm not super familiar with all of the new features, I guess, if there are any new features, since I think the last time I played a lot was 1.7.2. But I noticed that this is kind of something like a beach biome here. Oh, this is jungle, and that's the beach biome there. So I think that's a pretty good biome, pretty good start out. I don't know what to call it, spawn. So where to build our house? So basically, I was flying around and I couldn't really. I don't know, everywhere it was so cool in this spawn that I wasn't sure exactly where to build a house, but I definitely want to have kind of this view right here. I really like this view, so I'm thinking either something like right here that rises up so I can kind of get that view right here, or maybe even something back here a little further, something like that, because that's a pretty cool view too. But you know what? I like this over here, so I think I'm going to do a build here. So let's go ahead and start clearing out some space. We're going to have to get rid of this tree, unfortunately. So I still want this build. I want it to seem like it's very much in the forest, similar to the series I had started, House in the Forest, but I was doing that on survival. So it was kind of a more of a confused series overall. So this time around, we're going to be just a little bit more focused, I think. So we're going to go ahead and... Is that tree disappearing? I think there's still some wood in here. Yeah. Okay. I need that tree to disappear. And while that's... Oh, is it disappearing? While that's happening... If it's happening. While that's happening, we're going to go ahead and flatten the ground a little bit here, or at least try to work with it. So we want it to kind of be right here on the beach a little bit. So what I'll do is... get rid of this here, kind of flatten this down so it's on the sand. I think we might even be able to go one further down, so we'll go ahead and be on this level here. This is a solid spot to start the build at. So what I'll do is I'll kind of plant the foundation into the ground, so I'm not going to dig any deeper. Well, I'm going to dig one block deeper, but it's going to be replaced with stone, and we're going to start that right here on the edge of the sand. So I think right here. So there's our foundation. And I'm not exactly sure what... It's not very much space here, so I need to try figuring out exactly... let's see. Let's just build. Let's just build, see what happens. Let happy little accidents happen, as Bob Ross would say. Okay, so let's put this in right here. Yeah, as you know, if you weren't able to tell from the reference, I have watched Bob Ross before. It was broadcasted on Twitch, but I will say I did watch more Bob Ross than I ever have during the 200 hours that they played that on Twitch TV. Gotta say, it was very, very relaxing. I spent probably too much time watching that stream. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is take this out into the sand just a little more here. We might have to build into a tree or something like that. So we're going to use stone as the foundation here. We're just going to try to get a shape of sorts going. So we can have it kind of go back into here a little bit. That would definitely be nice. And for me, I like to start out simple just so I can visualize and see what's going on. I don't really ever like to plan anything. I just kind of like to go with it. And so for me, just I don't know if mindlessly is the right word, but just kind of just putting down some blocks. See if we can't get something to happen here. Okay, so it looks like what we could do is even bring this out a little more. Maybe bring it out just... No, I would definitely want there to be some sand over here. Is that what this was? Was this sand? Yes, it was. So we'll go like that with our foundation. We'll go out to about there. And these corners are okay. We can deal with these corners. But I think I might encroach just a little more right here. Like so. And we'll just go down a little bit further. And I generally try to tell myself to start small. That doesn't always end up happening, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can't do that. Okay, so that's not bad. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick out some materials here. So here's our wood already. So we've got our stone out. I don't really need any of this business. So let's go ahead and grab our birch, our oak, spruce, and dark oak. And I think, based on the colors around us, I'm going to probably go ahead and pick spruce. Ooh, I wonder what bedrock looks like with this texture pack. This resource pack is Flows HD, and this is using I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not sure if the numbers are meant to be part of the name at the end here, but the Chocopic shaders. I might try the Seuss shaders as well, but the most recent release is a little bit buggy, so I'm not sure if he plans on continuing to release updates to that, but for now we're using Chocobit. I do quite like how it looks. So let's just place down some wood and see what happens. I should also mention that I have a connected textures add-on for Flows HD that I believe the author of Flows HD himself made. So it's all official and looks good. So glass pane, might even grab some white stained glass. And maybe a white stained glass pane as well, something like that. So let's just place down a wall there. We'll place down even more. Okay, and then maybe we'll kind of go with some stone over in this direction here. Let's just kind of start getting some walls down here. And you know what? Because of where we are, we definitely need to have a window up. And I might actually even have the window be bigger, but we can always go back and change things. I'm not opposed to that. So we're going to go ahead and start a window here. And I would really like if this is I do have the connected textures add-on for the texture pack, but I would still like it if there weren't these lines in the middle. So I'll have to figure that out. I was looking at how to edit them myself, but the problem with that was the Flows HD texture pack has like 25 or 30 different textures for possible configurations of the glass panes. So I would have to go through and edit all of those, and I do like having the borders on the edge so you know there's something there, but I just don't want them like, you know, in the middle. So I'll have to figure out how to get that modded. And then we can go ahead and round this corner with spruce here. And I think we'll go ahead and make the window round the corner as well. That should look pretty good. Hopefully, let's see what happens. It's always kind of difficult placing glass, or at least I'm not very good at it. Okay, and then I don't think I want it to connect to the tree. It would be nice, but this isn't, we're not going like crazy hipster. We're just going slightly. Well, no, I don't know. I wouldn't call this hipster. We'll go ahead and break this down here and let this come out. Just one more block here. There we go. Just like that. Okay, that's pretty good. And I think we can just build around this a little bit. Just kind of go like that. And you know what? Actually, I might switch to concrete there. So let's get our glass panes out. Oh dear, it's connecting to the tree. Oh dear. Well, there's not too much I can do about that, I guess. At least, well, I mean, one thing we could do about that is just get rid of, just not put glass all the way around. So right here we would go, yeah, we'll go like that. And I need to think about lighting as well. Lighting is going to be pretty important here. Because it is already getting extremely dark. So let's see here. I need to do something about the glowstone because I like to mod the glowstone to make it look like just a normal light source instead of it looking like glowstone. I like to have it just be clear so that I can mess around with that as a light source. But for now, we'll just kind of scatter some in here just so we can see what we're doing with some moody lighting. That's always cool. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Let me light up this side a little bit as well. Okay, so what can we do about lighting here? Since this is a pretty small building, at least to begin with, we probably aren't going to have as much room to deal with lighting as we want, but I definitely want the outside and the inside of the building lit with the same light source. So we're going to have to go ahead and dig. We're going to have to dig in a little bit. So let me get sand out because I'm going to be taking away some sand in the process of doing this lighting. So I want to replace it. So let's dig down. Where would we put it? So my glowstone would probably go... where would my glowstone go? Let's see. If I wanted to light up there, I probably would have it be right there, maybe? If it was right there... Oh, no, it would have to be... What would I put on the outside? No, this is tricky. I'm trying to remember how I used to do this. I think I may have put blocks on the outside, like that, because light does pass through that. I don't really know about that. I could use the house itself, but then I would have to make all my corners much bigger than they already are. Like, if I was gonna put glowstone right there, my house corners would be gigantic. I have to dig that into the house. Well, I could put it one lower, and then this would be part of the house technically, and then you'd like raise it one up, and the glass would actually go right. Well, I could try doing that on the inside of the house actually. Let's give it a try. We might not have enough room, but we can certainly try. Okay, let's get some sand back in here just to refresh the area. I want to keep the area looking very nice and natural overall. So, let's see. I'd have to to put glowstone somewhere in here. Let's find out what we want to do. So if I put glowstone underneath this, it'd be very visible from both sides. So I need to put glowstone even farther down. Like right there. But that is also kind of still visible. And if I cover that up, it's covered up and you can't really do much with that. So I think we might have to find a different, for a smaller house like this, I need to find out a different way to do the lighting, because normally I would go like this, right? I would put the spruce here, and just this would be an area that's not accessible because it's being used for lighting, but I don't really have that luxury here. So I have to be kind of, have to be kind of tricky. So let's take the white stained glass. How much do we see? Okay, so what I could do is I could kind of recess the lighting a little bit. So if I put the lighting, say we have the stained glass here, right? Okay, so that's now part of the floor. We would see it if the glowstone was right here, we would see it. But if we put it back here, I don't think we'd be able to see it from the inside. And we would have to make all of this down here. Everything that's visible would have to be stone. I think we would fill everything in except for this space right here. So this would be stone. And then, you know, this might actually work for the outside, for getting light on the outside, but I would have to put something out there as well. Let's see. Okay. So there you have it. We kind of have some lighting on the inside now, but it does require us to have this on the outer edge of our floor, and I'm not sure if I like that quite yet. But I think we can kind of just run with it and see what happens. So let's kind of neaten this up a little bit. So if I want to do this for everywhere else as well, let's see here. It has to be one inward. So what is that, like right there? Right. Wait, see, this is too small of a turn. I can't do it with this because, look, here's the wall. It has to be 2 in from the wall. So 2 in from the wall is there. There's one right there, so it's not going to work because it's visible. So I guess I would have to just cut that off. That works. This block right here works for everything here. I don't really know how to explain it, but if I'm placing the stained glass here and I don't want people to see it, it has to be right there. But people can still see it if they like come in right here, see? So okay, I'm gonna have to neaten all that up. But you get the gist of it. So I can go down this entire end of the house now. Please excuse the darkness. I'll have to turn up the ambient light in the shaders so that the viewers can see what's happening. I'll go ahead and place glowstone around the edge like so. I'm going to dig down farther just so I can go down here. Underground operations. Always a necessity when I'm building houses. You know what I need to do? I need to find a better solution to lighting. Because, oh, I went a little too far there. Let's see. So, if my wall is going to be right here, right? This is my wall. Maybe 2 inward. 2. So that means... Oh, I've lost track of what I was doing exactly. It's confusing. I'm cutting through too many trees. Okay, so... That's a no-go. So I think we continue right here. Oops, not stone. I want glowstone. I think it continue right about there. Something like that. Okay. And we can build... Well, let's go ahead and place our stained glass in. So it's going to be right there, right there. Oh, no, see? That doesn't work. Oh, you know what? I was doing it on the wrong side. Oh, dear. Well, I kind of want to have it on the outside, but I don't know. I don't know yet. This isn't looking as simple as I wanted it to. It would have to be, yeah, on the inside of this. So this is where it would go. So that's right. Oh, that's wrong. Inside is right here. Right there. Okay, let's replace all of this dirt with stone, but just not quite yet because I want to get this finished. So all of this, and then this right here as well would all be glowstone. Glowstone, glowstone. Oops. Okay. And that's actually wrong. It needs to be 2 in, right? Yeah, since that's where the wall is going. It needs to be 1 more over. Oh dear. I'm getting all sorts of things wrong today. Alright, let's get back down here. It looks like the sun is coming up. And look at that. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so place all this with glowstone. And then we're going to place glass over the... Wait, is that still not far enough in? No, I think that's right. But I need literally all of this to be stone here. Everything here needs to be stone. But I don't think I'm far. Yeah, I'm still doing this wrong. I'm not thinking about it right. That right there. Okay. That's a no-go. And all of this needs to be stone. Everything that could possibly be visible needs to be stone. So we don't want to be looking at just random dirt and grass underneath in our lighting, right? That would not look very good. Fill that in because we don't need that area to be hollow anymore. Because that was incorrect on my part. And then you just kind of just follow it with the white stained glass here, like so. I think that's how you do it. And let's go ahead and add some more spruce here. And we'll probably put another window right around here, maybe something a little smaller. And we can have it come up off the ground as well. And we'll go ahead and trim that out just a little bit. There, I think that'll be sufficient for the window. Something along the lines of that, maybe. Now we could go 1 more. All right, need to trim this tree as well. Sorry, tree. I'm sorry. I wanted you to be a part of it, but it's not working with the glass. My apologies. And that is good right there. More spruce. We can connect it. Okay. And we'll put a little spruce on this side right here as well. Maybe just a little section of spruce and then go back to concrete. I can go 1 more maybe, and we'll do concrete for the rest here, I think. And I'll go ahead and add in windows later as I see fit, but for now, let's just get the beginnings of a building going. So that's looking pretty solid there. Let's see. I'll just connect it. Okay, let's finish placing our stone down here, filling that in. Still got lots of blocks to replace with stone. There we go. Okay. And then that needs to be connected actually. So that needs to be stone. That needs to be not even filled in. But all this down here also needs to be stone. What are you doing, Trevor? Okay. Let's dig down into here. Sorry. I need... Well, actually, it's tough. It's really tough because I want there to be lighting on the outside of the house too. Just don't know how I want to do it yet. We're gonna go ahead and close it off for now. Okay. And don't tell, oh, I was gonna say, don't tell anyone, but we're gonna keep this hollow, but that doesn't even matter because it can't be hollow right now because it's sand. Okay, so we need to place one of those, or I guess two, whatever. And this needs to be filled in. Same with that, same with that. I think that's pretty much, I think that's it. Oh, you done with that? I could probably have recessed them back even one block further, so it's literally impossible to see them. That is something I could have done. Oop. Okay. So, we've got a little bit of a house starting up here. Just a little bit of a house. We definitely want to have a second story. But, you know, I like the shape. And I think what I want to do is I'll have... I want at some point this to kind of reach out a little farther, I think. But that is looking pretty good. I think that'll do it for the first installment of this series. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one when we continue this when we continue with this build. I'll see you later.